You know that moment when you're lying in bed, completely still, and your mind is doing the opposite, running through conversations that happened 3 years ago, replaying what you said, what you should have said, what might happen tomorrow, what probably won't, but somehow feels certain at 2 in the morning. You're not doing anything wrong in those moments. You're not failing at rest. But something in you won't stop, and the harder you try to quiet it, the louder it gets. Most people around you would just say, relax, switch off, stop overthinking, as if that were an instruction the brain could simply follow. And because you can't, somewhere along the way, you may have started to believe the problem is you. It isn't. What you're experiencing has a name, a mechanism, and a reason. And it has almost nothing to do with weakness or poor discipline. It has everything to do with how your nervous system learned to keep you safe. This is what stress does to the mind, and why the standard advice almost never works. Stress, in its purest form, is not an emotion. It's a physiological state. When your brain perceives a threat, whether that threat is a lion or an unanswered email, it activates the same ancient system. The amygdala fires. Cortisol and adrenaline flood the body, heart rate climbs, attention narrows. Your entire biology shifts into a mode designed for one thing: survival. The problem is that this system evolved for short, physical threats: run, fight, escape, then return to baseline. What it was never designed for is the modern kind of threat, the slow, invisible, unresolvable kind, the financial worry that lasts for months, the relationship tension that never fully surfaces, the low hum of not quite enough that follows you through ordinary days. Research from the American Psychological Association has consistently shown that chronic, low-grade stress is more damaging to the body and brain than acute stress, precisely because the system never gets to finish its cycle. The cortisol never fully metabolizes. The nervous system never gets the signal that the danger has passed. And so it keeps scanning, keeps running scenarios, keeps your thoughts circling the same unresolved territory, not because you're neurotic, but because your brain genuinely believes it's protecting you. For many people, this pattern started long before adulthood. If you grew up in an environment where uncertainty was common, where things could shift without warning, where emotions weren't always safe to express, where you had to stay alert to read the room, your nervous system learned early that vigilance was the price of safety. Relaxing felt risky. Letting your guard down meant being caught off guard. That isn't a character flaw. That is an adaptation, a survival strategy so effective that it outlasted the conditions that created it. It's important to say clearly, there is no version of this that makes you broken or lesser. People who grew up in calm, predictable environments didn't earn that calm. They were simply shaped differently. The nervous system you have was built from the experiences you actually lived. It makes complete sense that it operates the way it does. But here is the part worth sitting with. The very thing that kept you safe, the constant monitoring, the anticipatory thinking, the inability to fully settle, comes with a cost that quietly accumulates. It is exhausting to live at a low-level state of alert. And over time, that exhaustion begins to feel like your personality. You start to believe this is just who you are, someone who can't relax, someone who worries too much, someone who can't find peace. What's actually true is that your system never learned the signal for safe, not because safety isn't available, but because the circuitry for recognizing it was never fully developed. The mind keeps searching for resolution. And when resolution doesn't come, it creates the illusion of control through analysis. If I just think about this enough, I'll figure it out. If I can just anticipate every outcome, I'll be ready. The irony is that this process, designed to reduce threat, actually sustains the stress response. The brain stays in problem-solving mode, which keeps cortisol elevated, which keeps the threat signal active, which keeps the mind searching. You are not failing to relax. You are caught in a loop your own biology designed. Here is one shift that actually interrupts it. Not thinking your way out, not willpower, something simpler and more physical: completion. The stress response is a cycle, and cycles need to complete to resolve. Research by doctors Emily and Amelia Nagoski on stress biology points to something quiet but significant. The body needs a signal that the threat has passed. Physical movement is the most direct way to send that signal. Not exercise as punishment, not a rigorous routine. Even a 10-minute walk where you consciously let your arms swing, let your pace be slightly faster than usual, can help the nervous system metabolize cortisol and begin to register, the moment has passed. I am still here. I am okay. It sounds deceptively small, but you are not trying to solve a thought problem. You are trying to complete a biological one. The mind finds peace not by resolving everything, but by learning slowly that not everything needs resolving right now. If this has felt familiar in ways you've never quite had words for, there's something else worth understanding about how the mind holds on and what it actually needs to let go. Not as a method, more like a quiet recognition that's been waiting for you.